Shami. Let me quickly introduce myself. I'm a magic mentor, and I also, for almost like past 5 years, I think now, and I'm really happy to see you guys. First thing, congratulations on finishing the session and doing a great job. If you can introduce yourself now, that would be great. Manaswi, want to go?
Yeah, sure. My name is Manaswi. I go by Mona. It's just easier to pronounce for most people. I've been mentoring Smriti the past few months during the summer session. This has been my first session mentoring for the Magic program. I actually heard about Magic through the Anita Borg Foundation, who organizes the Grace Hopper Conference every year. And I was so excited when I heard about this opportunity. I'm currently a software engineer working at Moody's Analytics, based out of New York City, where I've been working since I graduated college. I actually studied at Wellesley College, located in Boston, Massachusetts, and I studied computer science and psychology. I've always loved community service, and so I've really enjoyed working with Magic and also mentoring Smriti this summer, and I'll pass it on to Smriti.
Hi, I'm Smriti M, and I'm a high schooler in grade 11. I've been into technology since grade 6, and my parents have that background, so I'm totally in love with it. And when I heard about Magic, I set an appointment on my Google Calendar that next year I'll be applying, because I heard about it a bit in November, and I've got Manaswi K. She is a great mentor, and she's been mentoring me for the past few weeks, and I've had a great experience with Magic.
Great. All right, so let's get started. Maybe talk a little bit about what you guys have been up to. So Manaswi, my first question would be to you. Your first year mentoring here at Magic, and you started with a summer session, which is usually a little shorter than our usual session. So how was this experience for you?
So I actually only found out about the program late spring. And so I think the first available opportunity was the summer session. But I would be interested in continuing on with the spring session that's offered, if possible. But the summer session was, I think, wonderful, a little bit abbreviated compared to the other session, but I felt that it was still a great experience. Still enough time to do a project with your mentee, still enough time to get to know each other. I'm not sure how long the program has been being conducted remotely. I'm not sure if it was just this spring or the previous year was also remote, but I felt that it went pretty smoothly, all things considered. I know a lot of people have had to adjust to the remote experience, but I felt Smriti in particular, she handled it really well, beyond my expectations. Smriti is also, I think, the first participant in Magic to be based out of India. So time zone differences, taking into account also her age, very young. So she handled everything very admirably, and I was very impressed. So.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was going to ask you a little bit about the whole remote mentoring as well, because it's Zoom and remote working is kind of become the new normal for everyone now. And how did that come up? But you already answered it, so that's great. Smriti, moving on to you. Tell us about your experience. You mentioned that you saw about this project and you were really excited about it. And how did this go for you?
It was really great. I actually changed my project a few times, but my mentor was really flexible with everything. And yeah, she guided me all through, and I loved working on each and every small part of the project. And yeah, it came out to be real good. So I'm really thrilled to present it further as well. And I'm really happy to be able to see the app which I designed. Even a look at it gives me so much excitement, especially working with such a great mentor.
Great. So let's talk about your app. Where did the inspiration for that app come from?
as I told, we changed a lot of times. So it was first that my aunt is a counselor. She is a registered counselor in Canada. So I wanted to create an app for her to book her clients and appointments, and and even the clients could book the appointments and she could alter them and give them the slots that's available. She'd been always wanting to have an app, but it costs like real much for a professional to build such an app. So she didn't really go into it. But now I did build half of it, which is the admin side where she'll be selecting the appointment slots, but the client side is still left and it's in the future work. We started with client, but we ended with the admin app, and it's real great and useful for her. I bet that would be, and she'd love to use it.
Okay, that's very, very interesting, and sounds really exciting that you will actually see your app in real use sometime, hopefully, right? What were some of your challenges like that you faced during the session?
One was definitely time management because of school studies, especially the ICSE board in India. In such a class as mine, grade 11. But yeah, we did manage it well. And as I said, my mentor was real flexible whenever I needed some more time about something. And another was storing the whole data on a database because I wasn't familiar with that before. But yeah, we came to we found a great solution for that and an easy database application as well. So we solved it, both of them kind of.
Okay. And what kind of tools did you use for building your app?
The first is definitely MIT App Inventor, which was recommended to me by my mentor. And another was the App Inventor is where all the block programming and designing takes place. And other things like Firebase is the database, which is a Google application which we use for storing all the data and for the app to be able to access it further. Another was GitHub repository, which my mentor recommended. I wasn't familiar with that at all, but she was well versed with it. And yeah, I really liked it. And even she recommended me to use it further in my projects. And it's really something that it actually thrilled me a lot, and I want to use it in each and everything. It's quite professional, like really sounds well, looks really well. And yeah, so these were some of the.
Okay. And so what would be the next on your STEM journey?
As I said, the future work of the client side, yeah, I'd love to complete it so that not only my aunt, but even the clients can book their appointments, and it could be both ways, and she doesn't have to every time fill in the names and stuff. And right now I'm learning Python in my own school, so I'd love to do a project on Python further through Magic or any other such program. But definitely I'd apply to Magic or something related to Python because I'm already learning it, so it'd be helpful for me to have a project in that too.
And then you mentioned you were in 11th grade now, right? Are you a rising 11th grader or are you finishing your 11th grade? Rising. Okay. So you have another year before you start applying for colleges and everything.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what are your plans for that? Are you leaning towards something in particular?
Yes, I'd be applying for Canadian universities, especially. Because I've been to Canada, but only for like 6.5 months, and I really like the way of living there, and I'm definitely going to be in one of the Canadian universities after grade 12, and especially universities near British Columbia and Ontario, because that's where my aunt resides. So I went there to visit her. That's the place where I'd want to go. And there are some universities which I really like. They caught my eye, and I've been participating in some of the contests conducted by them as well, computing as well as mathematics.
Wonderful. Well, we wish you the very best on your future journey. Hopefully, we will see you around again sometime soon in various magic activities. And Manaswi, thank you so much for volunteering to mentor. It means a lot for being associated with magic and helping out. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, both of you.
Of course, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.